Hi, I'm Caroline Eastman from the Arkansas Department of Health. I work out of the Benton County Health Unit. Today we're going to be discussing residential water wells, how to maintain them, how to protect them, and how to keep your water quality safe for your drinking water. Some wells are regulated by the Arkansas Department of Health and include semi-public, community, and public wells. Sample results from these types of wells are available online at www.healthy.arkansas.gov. Well construction is regulated by the Arkansas Water Well Commission under Arkansas Natural Resource Commission. The Water Well Commission regulates construction of wells, licensing well drillers, tracking drilled wells, and regulates well abandonment. Let's discuss the basic parts of a well. Basic well construction consists of a submersible pump down inside the well casing, a control box to control the pump, and a pressure or storage tank. Some systems may also have a water softener or chlorinator attached before the water enters the home. The depth of a drilled well depends on where the water-bearing formation of rock is found. Depths in this region generally range from 400 to 700 feet to get adequate water supply. Shallow or hand-dug wells are typically contaminated due to surface water influence and should no longer be used for drinking water. The wellhead and storage tank should be regularly checked. Periodically inspect exposed parts of the well for damaged casing, broken or missing well caps, or cracked seals. These can allow for bacteria or other unwanted critters to enter the system. Slope the grade away from the wellhead and be sure that all parts of a septic system are at least 100 feet away. If you have a storage or holding tank, make sure it is sealed and periodically drain, scrub, and sanitize it. Also, secure the well house from invading insects or pests. Now let's discuss the quality of water in your well. What is the water quality in your well? Do you have sediment in the water? Do you have funny odors or tastes? Do you see colors when you do your laundry? Try lifting the lid off the back of your toilet seat. What do you see? Does your well water change with rain events or times of drought? If so, it may be surface water influenced. Wells can become contaminated through improperly sealed wellheads, piping, or storage tanks. The groundwater itself can also become contaminated by nearby human activity. The most common contaminants include sulfur and iron-eating bacteria, total coliform bacteria, E. coli, and nitrates. In order to know if your water is safe, you should have it tested at least once per year for bacteria, or if you see any other changes in your water during that time. To test for bacteria, a test kit can be picked up at any local health unit for a sampling fee of $17. This sample will test for total coliform and E. coli bacteria. Periodically, you may want to test your well for additional contaminants such as pesticides, volatile organic compounds, nitrates or metals, or petroleum products. These tests must be performed by a private lab and can be costly. You may only want to do these every 5 years. Keep in mind that not all contaminants have a taste or odor. For questions on sampling your well water, to pick up a well sample kit, or to pick up a list of labs that can do additional sampling, please contact your local health unit. If you find that your well may be contaminated, there are some things you can do. There are permanent filtration and chlorination, or UV systems, that can remove certain contaminants and kill off any bacteria. In some cases, a newly drilled well or tying onto a public water supply may be necessary. In some cases, with bacteria, you can do a one-time disinfection of the well and then resample to see if the bacteria has been removed. A brochure is available at your local health unit on how to do this procedure. Protecting groundwater quality. It is important that you help protect the groundwater in your area by properly maintaining and sealing your well, or properly abandoning any unused wells. Remember that a well is an open conduit directly to groundwater. Even if you don't use your well anymore, your neighbor still may be using theirs. In some cases, you may need to abandon a well if it is less than 100 feet from a septic system, is too shallow, or has poor water quality, or if the site is proposed for excavation or construction. Closure of drilled wells must be done by a licensed well driller and must be completely filled from top to bottom with concrete to properly seal the conduit. Simply yanking out the casing and covering the hole is not a proper method of plugging a well. This can lead to potential groundwater contamination. Remember, as a homeowner, it is your responsibility to maintain your well and help protect the quality of drinking water in your area. Now, here's a few questions I want you to answer about your well. When was the last time you tested your well? What condition is your well house and storage tank in? Do you need to disinfect your well and piping?